Hello everybody, welcome to our cookery course week 3, and today we're going to make some mini crustless quiches. We're going to make them in a muffin tin so that they're individual, and they're very nutritious, very easy, very quick, and you can use up all the type of ingredients that you've got in your fridge that may be leftovers or fresh stuff, whatever you want. Before we start, I'm going to wash my hands. Right, so we'll start with our ingredients. We've got eggs, we've got milk, we've got all our lovely fillings here, which again, depending what you can get from your local shop or your supermarket, you can adapt, and I will show you what I've got. So I've got onion, you can use spring onion, red onion, normal onion, sweet corn, little cherry tomatoes. I've got ham, or you can use bacon. I've got cold new potatoes, which you often have left over in your fridge, grated cheese, chopped mushrooms, and I couldn't get the broccoli or a green pepper, so I bought some green beans and I just chopped them finely because they're rather nice, and they sort of make a little bit of a crunch in the muffin, so they're really yummy. Right, so we need a jug, and we need a chopping board, we need a knife, a fork and a whisk. And before we start the actual ingredients, I've already oiled our muffin tin with some sunflower oil. You can use any vegetable oil, you can use the sprays, you can use a little bit of butter if you can tolerate dairy. So again, that's very adaptable as to what you use. And the easiest way, I think, is to get a piece of kitchen roll and to drop a little bit of oil in and just make sure that you go up the sides as well as the bottom, because you don't want them to stick. Okay, so I have already done all those. So that's oiling your muffin tray, and we're going to start putting the ingredients together. I've doubled the recipe today because I'm actually making some extras for certain people, and but if you've got a family, just adapt the recipe as I say before. Add more eggs, add a bit more milk, and it'll go a bit further. So, but you're going to be doing 50 ml of milk and 3 eggs. So we're going to start. Obviously I've chopped all the ingredients beforehand, but if the children are helping you, it's quite a nice idea when you're using bacon or ham to use a pair of scissors. It's a little bit more fun for them if they're good at cutting, so they can cut the bacon up, they can cut the ham up into little shapes, whatever they like. I've done it already, as I say, so that's your first little job. Chop your onion, chop your other ingredients, and we're good to go. So we're going to get our jug, and the first thing we're going to do is break 3 eggs into our jug, and then we're going to whisk them all up and season them. So 1 there, 2, 3, and we're going to whisk them up. And you've measured out your milk already, which is 50 ml, and we're going to add the eggs to the milk. So there's my double amount of milk. I'm going to add my eggs to that. See? Obviously if you're buying eggs, they're going to be different sizes, so if you can get large eggs, it would be better for this recipe. Whisked everything together, and we're going to season. I'm not going to put salt in today because we've got salty ham, and if you've got bacon, the chances are that will be quite salty too, just to keep it a bit healthier for the children. So I'm going to add pepper, and I'm going to add just a few garlic granules just to flavour a tiny bit, and a little bit of mixed herbs. If you've got fresh herbs like parsley and basil or anything really, you can add it to your taste. So whisk that up, and then we're going to add our cheese, 50 grams of cheese, and I'm going to actually add half of this because I'm going to keep a little bit to sprinkle on the top so they go nice and brown. Right, so you whisk it all together.
You get a bit of a workout, don't you?
Definitely for the bat wings. Right, you're going to add your choice of fillings. If you're going to make them all the same, you can do that now, but I'm not. I'm going to make 6 vegetarian and I'm going to make 6 with ham. So I'm going to pour this mixture in now, and then I'm going to choose my ingredients to add afterwards. So try and keep them fairly even if you can. They're going to rise a little bit as well, so don't fill them up too much, because when you add your ingredients they're going to get nearer the top. There you go. So make sure you have oiled well, otherwise they're going to stick and you won't be able to take them out. There we are.
Nice.
So that's just made 12. By doubling that amount, that's actually made 12 muffins.
Yummy.
Or crustless quiches actually, but in the muffins container. Right, so let's do our 6 with ham first. A little bit of each goes in there like that. You just got to guess really how much you put in. We have put the amounts down, but I always think cooking's up to you really.
Definitely.
And to that one I'm going to also add some onion, and this can be spring onion, red onion, white onion, frozen onion. In fact, we were talking earlier about using frozen vegetables. They're actually very, very high. Cold new potatoes. Frozen vegetables are very high in vitamin C because they've been picked and frozen immediately. So, you know, don't be afraid to use them. They are extremely healthy. I'll put some sweet corn in there, like so. Tomatoes. These are lovely little sweet cherry tomatoes, which do make a difference to the flavour. So if you get tomatoes, try and get nice ripe ones. You can use yellow tomatoes.
Yes.
Mushrooms. Ooh, mine are getting near the top now.
I was going to say.
So I actually think after this we need to stop.
Yes, I think so. I think they're going to rise.
I'll add the green beans to the vegetarian ones.
Yeah.
There we go. A little bit of cheese on top.
Let's have a little look. Ooh, yummy, yummy.
And they're so easy. And I think the children would really enjoy doing this because they can pick and choose what they like. Okay, so I've already done the ham and vegetable ones there, and I've also prepped the vegetarian ones here because I didn't want to bore you all. So I'm just going to top the last 2 with some cheese. We put our lovely green beans on these ones as well, make them nice and crunchy inside, give them a different texture. And last of the cheese, and then they're going to go in the oven. These are lovely served hot or cold or warm, and they can also be frozen. So they're very versatile. Okay everybody, we're taking our muffins out of the oven now, and they're nice and crispy and brown on top from the cheese. And what we're going to do is use a spatula to take them out and cool them on a wire rack. And I would preferably say eat them nice and warm, they're delicious.
Lovely.
Okay, see you at our next cooking demonstration. So everybody, here we have our room temperature crustless quiches, looking lovely and delicious. 6 with vegetarian and 6 with ham and vegetables. I hope you enjoy eating these, and if you don't want to eat them all you can freeze them, and look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good day.